In chapter 26, we turn to the consonants vav and yod when they are the middle of the three root letters. Similar to both hey and aleph, the consonants vav and yod are weak, and when they represent the middle letter of a Hebrew root, they often will not be evident in the conjugated form of the verb. For instance, the root kum in the Cal Perfect will simply be kam. The middle vav is not evident in the conjugated form of the root. Roots which are middle vav or yod go by various names in the literature. Sometimes they're called middle weak, sometimes they're called hollow verbs, middle vav and middle yod, or second vav and second yod. These are all names for the same phenomenon, when the second of the three verbal root letters is either a vav or yod. The absence of these letters in conjugated forms will often leave it unclear from the form alone whether the verbal root you would need to look up in a lexicon is middle vav or middle yod. In the conjugated forms, they will often look the same. If a word is common, you will simply have seen it enough times that you will be able to remember. So when you see kam, a very common word, you will simply know that it comes from kum based on your knowledge of vocabulary and the number of times you've seen the form. But suppose you didn't yet know the form lan. You might need to look up both options in the lexicon, loon and lean. If you did so, you would find out that in fact the root is lean. But you might not know that until you looked in the lexicon. Middle weak verbs in fact will have three different vowel classes. A U-class vowel, for instance kum, an I-class vowel, for instance seem, and an O-class vowel, for instance bo.